What's going on, America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner. I'm out here with my dogs. These varmints are using the bathroom, I guess. Got the white dog of privilege skirmishing about in the dog of color somewhere. I don't know where he went. And the white dog of privilege thinks he can just do whatever he wants. Just use the bathroom anywhere he wants because he thinks he's better than all the other dogs. Anyway, yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Just think you're too good for everybody else. You're not better than anybody else. Anyway, before I get into the video, want to give a shout out to Extreme Tees. Check them out. Their t-shirts feel great. I've been rocking it for the last couple of days, so I had to switch it up and get a shirt break, but at least I wanted to show it to y'all. And I'm waiting for them to send me some more stuff. Where's it at? I want like maybe 50, 60 more shirts. Right? 60? Is that too many? Yeah, am I pushing it? Probably. Anyway. But whenever they send me some more gear, I'm going to let y'all see it because I'm going to tell you right now, the shirts that they sent me are awesome. They feel great, and they have a variety of shirts for women, men, boys, girls, you name it. All right, so check them out. The link is in the bottom. Now, I want to talk about violence, okay? Yeah, see, when it comes down to violence, it seems like the left got a patent on whining about violence. I mean, constantly there. I mean, you know what? The rhetoric that Trump's out there saying is just threatening us. Jim Acosta, I can't even do my job. I mean, look at all these Trump supporters here yelling, "Go home, Jim," and CNN sucks, even though none of them have jumped up here and hit me in the back of the dome. Nobody bust my head open to the white meat. No, none of that stuff has happened, but for whatever reason, I'm just saying it is Donald Trump's divisiveness that is causing all of this, and I can't do my job. I'm afraid everywhere I go. But yet, all the real violence seemed to be coming from the right. Now, I want you to just think about this. If you voted for a candidate who lost, okay, but yet leading up to your candidate losing, all you were hearing were the other candidate hates blacks, whites, Latinos, supports the KKK, supports the Nazis, hates Jews. If you heard nothing but that, hates Arabs, if that was all you were being programmed to think, do you think maybe that might cause a division once this person was elected with the Americans? Do you think that might divide some homes? Do you think that might cause some people who are irrational and already wanted the candidate to win, that they might start thinking we got to do something by any means necessary because the guy in the White House is a racist, sexist, xenophobe, homophobe, and you ever name it, what else you ever want to call him, all these things. He's a Nazi. He's a KKK member. This guy's equivalent to Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Genghis Khan, any other foul creature person that you could possibly think of. This person is equivalent to him. Not to mention that this man, has his hands on nuclear weapons and he could possibly just blow up the whole planet. All of these things that you embed in people's mind. You don't think that at some point somebody is going to say, you know what we need to do? We need to get violent. And not only that, everybody who supports this dude must also think like this guy. All right. So what does that do? That will probably make a group of people not only become violent towards the president, but also towards anybody who supports the president, which is now taking place. And yet nobody on the left is saying that. Nobody on the left is condemning it. It is amazing how the left will cry wolf all the time. We're being attacked. We're being, first of all, when they say things like attacked on the news, no, attack, when you start talking about that, are you just talking words, okay? Because see, when they try to use it, they try to make it seem like, they're just sitting in the news studio doing their segment and somebody comes in and just start giving them blows, you know what I mean? But they're always saying things like attacked, and that's not even what's happening. They're being criticized. They're being laughed at. They're being yelled at when they come to Republican, outings, but nobody's going to the studio. Nobody's following them around to restaurants. Nobody's doing that. Y'all come to us. And then when we say, boo, y'all suck, get out of here, then all of a sudden we're being attacked. No, you came and got yourself attacked, okay, verbally. It's kind of like that kid who doesn't want to get squirted by the water hose. So the guy that's squirting all the kids with the water hose, he's out there playing, and the one kid comes up to him, and he's walking in front of the water hose, and he's going, now don't squirt me, okay? For real, my mama and them said I ain't allowed to get wet, so don't squirt me. And the guy's standing like, go ahead, pass, man. And the kid is going, but don't squirt me. Really what the kid wanted was to get squirted, or he wouldn't have came in front of the person with the water hose. He brought it on himself. So then when he gets squirted, he goes back to mom whining. So-and-so squirted me, and I told him I wasn't allowed to get wet. Yeah, well, you wanted to get squirted. So, Jim, be quiet, Sammy. That's my dog of color acting up. See, that's the problem with them. They don't know how to behave in public. Anyway, so my point is, you can't go back and complain, Jim Acosta and any other of those commentators, once you get blasted by coming to a Trump rally or whatever, and then you get booed. You're getting booed for a reason, by the way. It's not like we're just booing you because you're just upstanding news organizations that only spew truth. You're getting booed because you put out fake news. Yeah, you alter narratives, you create narratives, you drop stories out there, and when you find out that it's not true, you don't retract them. Sometimes you just kind of just say, let's just leave that to the side. But nonetheless, you cry about all the violence and how somebody's going to get hurt with all of this rhetoric. But yet, recently, a man attacked I think it was a congressman, somebody who's running for Congress, attacked him with a switchblade because he hates Trump. I mean, just went to slicing and cutting and stuff, and the man had to defend himself, okay? And yet nobody on the left is saying, what is this? Stop that. We wanted y'all to hate Trump, but we didn't want y'all to start like trying to attack his people, the people who voted for him. That's not what we was trying to do, or was it? I mean, nobody stepped out and said, hey, Antifa, what are y'all doing? Stop. You can't be breaking windows, burning cars, flipping stuff over, and attacking people that's rocking the Make America Great Again hats. What are y'all doing? But where's everybody on the left? Nobody's saying that. Or what about the guy that just got arrested by threatening to shoot up people that volunteered for the Republican Party or supports Trump? This man just gets arrested. Where's Nancy? Where's Maxine? Why ain't Chuck on TV saying, hey, no, we condemn this? Where's Kamala? Where's Spartacus? Spartacus should be the first one to step up and say, what are y'all doing? This ain't America. We're not supporting this, but he's not. Where's Spartacus? He wants to be a hero. Why don't he be a hero and stand up against all of these violent attacks? And I'm just talking about the physical threats. We're not even talking about the other threats, like just showing up while people are at dinner, having a dinner, and you just yell at them so much and so loud that they finally say, you know what, forget this, man. We can't even hear ourselves. We can't even enjoy dinner. Let's just go ahead and leave. We're not even talking about that. We're not even talking about somebody that owns a restaurant, like the Mexican guy who simply took a picture with Jeff Sessions, and then they boycotted his joint and got him shut down. Where's all the diversity? Where's America's made of a melting pot? We're all in this together, and you know what makes us stronger? Our diversity. And we're here to support people of color. That means the Mexicans, the Asians, the blacks, whatever. Where was all of that? Where was Schumer? Where was Nance? Where was Kamala and all the rest of the Democrats? Why weren't they down there saying, hey, man, y'all just shut down an American citizen of color that was just simply trying to make a living, and all he did was took a picture with Jeff Sessions, but y'all came down here and shut the man's whole joint down? Or what about, out in California, they protested some restaurant out there because they donated to the Republican Party. See, that might not be physical violence, but what they're doing is they're saying, you know what? We're so divided because we've been brainwashed for a whole almost 2 years that the man in the White House hates anybody that's not white, Anglo-Saxon, upper-class men, and that he wants to destroy the whole planet, and he's equivalent. He's equivalent to 9/11. Yeah, the attack on 9/11. He's doing more damage than that. Not only that, he's also equivalent to Hitler, and, he loves Putin. He's in bed with the Russians, but not only is he in bed with the Russians, but this guy, the stuff that he's doing to our country is equivalent to Pearl Harbor. Yeah, or the Holocaust. That's what it's all equivalent to. These type of things that are being reinforced through the media, which we hear every single day, but yet they're not biased. Yet they're not, they're not supporting just the Democratic Party. They don't have an agenda. No. But yet every single day, they tell Americans that this man is basically waking up every day saying, how can I kill anybody who don't look like me? Okay, I'm about to kill all the non-white Anglo-Saxons, and if they're not white and Anglo-Saxon, they got to go. Now, if you're hearing that every day and you're not smart enough to see the game that's being played, this is when you get people that do things like what's recently happening. And you know what? Where's the accountability from the people on the left? I'm talking the liberal media and the Democrats who push these narratives knowing that they're not true, but they push them anyway. Where's the accountability? Where, at least, if you're not going to own the fact that you're responsible for dividing the nation through pushing race baiting, sexism, homophobic, and all these other issues that really aren't issues and narratives that aren't real, if you can't own that, at least step up and say, whoa, 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 slow your roll, y'all. I mean, we wanted y'all to, hate Trump, but we don't want y'all to start threatening to kill folks. And then they always try to fall back on, well, Trump just as bad. I don't recall any Republicans snatching off hats. I don't recall any of Trump supporters, going into restaurants threatening people. None of that stuff. There's so many things that they try to say, well, Trump's rhetoric, and I'm going, what's the result of it? The stuff that he said, show me something. Show me something. I'm a conservative, and as much as I think that a large majority of liberals are bubbleheads, I'm not going around say, hey, bubblehead, come here. You know what I'm going to do to you? Even though I totally disagree with the Democratic Party, and I think that they're race baiters, and I think that really by pushing race baiting, they are really the perpetrators of racism, which if they would leave it alone, probably would fizzle away and die out, but they keep it stirred up. False racism, yeah, and they make sure that everybody feels like they're a victim and offended and being attacked. So therefore that anger just musters up and it makes people want to just start to scratching and biting and all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, they sit back and say, how'd that happen? That's crazy. You know how it happened? It was because of Donald Trump and all of his rhetoric, even though we accused him of wanting to destroy you and take away everything you own and send you back to the 1900s where you were in chains and you weren't allowed to talk as a woman and you didn't, all that stuff. Yeah, but we don't know how that happened. So anyway, where is the left? I want to hear you. Talk to me, Maxine, since you're talking about, well, they said that I was the one telling everybody to impeach him and I shouldn't be saying it, and I was the one that told them to harass them and get in there. Yeah, you did. Don't act like you didn't. You did. So my point is, where are you now when all of this threatening of attacking conservatives is just being thrown around and nobody's saying that? Now, that's why I support the Second Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on the internet. I'm always talking about Trump, talking about conservatism. Thank God we still have the Second Amendment, okay? Just in case somebody does feel froggy and want to jump, we're able to protect our second lives. But you know what? If we don't get out and vote in November, that might be threatened as well. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Find me on Facebook. Find me on Twitter. Check me out Wednesday nights at 7:30 where I talk about a lot of this nonsense, okay? And also, if you want to support Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom to do so. And don't forget to check out Extreme Teas, link in the bottom to check that out as well. And we'll see you next time in Kevin's Corner. Ooh, I still got the moves, y'all. Wait a minute. Wave it. I'm about to pass it to the dog of privilege. Come on. Dog of privilege. There you go. Take it. Jeez, oh man, he's horrible. His dance skills has a lot to. Sammy, let's see the moves. Let's see. Never mind. Anyway, God bless you. See you next time in Kevin's Corner.